So I think the most annoying part is that we couldn't use the iPhone.
Yeah, it took us like 30 minutes setting it up just to not use it.
30 minutes.
Just to not use it. Just to not use it. No
30
biggie.
minutes.
No biggie.
But
Monday didn't even take that long, but
and usually they take quite a while. I'm kidding.
They don't need to know that. It's none of their business.
So what's going on, guys? We are back here with episode number 2 of Behind the Bars.
That's Dos in Espanol.
As you can see, we've kind of changed the layout a bit here. We received some feedback, and we are always going to be looking for feedback on the things that we put out there, is because obviously we have to cater to the audience, and you are the audience, and we want to make the people happy. But for right now, for the next few episodes, we're going to try this layout and see how you guys like it, see how we like it. But today, what song are we talking about?
We talking about Souldier.
And I liked this one a lot, and I like this one a lot because I feel as though it's different, and it's like that's kind of a common theme with all your music, is that it's different. It's the cadence, the flows, the instrumentals you use, the samples
the instrumentals
you use,
I make.
the instrumentals he makes. Obviously, shout out to Jarrell. Super cool to have him on this track.
Yeah.
I know he's trying to do his own thing, trying to do his own big thing. So big shout out to Jarrell, aka Silence. So why don't you kind of just tell us a little bit about why you wrote this song, and we'll get into a little conversation about it.
All right. So I made the beat first. I didn't have an idea of the song. I just came up with the chords, the piano chords. And after I started playing the piano chords, I think earlier or in the week at work or something, I was just randomly listening to music, and the song Souldier, or the song All the Things I've Done by The Killers started playing. And the bridge of that song goes, I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. And I was like, and I guess I subconsciously heard that. And then when I started producing the beat, I just heard that over and over and over again in my head.
It felt like it would fit.
Yeah. I was like, I have to use this here. So that was just going in my head. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier.
So real quick, while we're on this, because I brought it up to you right before you dropped the song, kind of being like, whoa.
Yeah.
Are you going to face potential legal action over using essentially the entire chorus, right, from that song? And you explained to me as to why you would be okay with it. Why don't you explain it a little? Because maybe some other artists don't know what you explained to me, so that's some value right there, I feel.
So I'm not sure if you guys know the phrase like interpolation, but
definitely not.
So like to interpolate something means to essentially, like musically speaking, means to literally say the same lyrics essentially in the same fashion that they were originally said, only use like a little piece like of that lyric. Drake does it a lot in his music. Like he has bars that he'll say by DMX.
I remember he got a lot of heat for that on that YG song, wasn't it?
Yeah, Who Do You Love?
Yeah.
When he's like, I got a shorty named Texas.
Yeah. I saw the comparisons for that, and so that's what he was doing.
That's what he was doing. That's basically what interpolating is. You take a piece of like a lyric that's already like an established song, and you use it, but you use it in your own way, without like using it in a way that's basically not like ripping off, essentially. And it has to be lower than, it has to be 4 measures or less. Basically, that's like the rules behind it. That's the idea I got behind the song, like to incorporate that. That's just going in my head. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier, and I didn't want to use anything more than that from that song by The Killers because of that. I wanted to like stay within my boundaries. So I just figured out that I'll say that phrase and just leave some space in there, and then put some ad libs in there.
I noticed you threw the DJ drama thing in at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that's actually not even DJ drama. That's
not DJ drama.
No, it's not DJ drama. That's like I have a loop catalog of like voices, like male voices, female voices of doing different things, and like there's voices of people like, oh snap, or like here comes the heat boy, like just random like phrases.
That sounds like DJ drama. I really thought it was DJ drama.
And I heard that, and I thought like, oh, that'd be really cool to put in as a beat drop. So
hold on, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna drop it right here. Boom. I could have. I don't know. The whole time I was convinced it was drama. So that's cool. You know, I remember that song as a kid. I remember growing up listening to The Killers, and for me it kind of gave a bit of a nostalgia feeling, as I'm sure it did for some if not many people when they heard it. So the name of the song is very clearly wordplay, because you know, you took SOLDIER and made it SOULDIER. What was the reasoning for that? Because obviously the line is, I got soul but I'm not a soldier. The Killers had one intention by saying that line. What was your intention?
My intention of saying that line stems from like having self-awareness of like my strengths and my weaknesses, and knowing that in some capacity I have everything that I need, but at the same time knowing that I'm not the answer. Like, so basically like saying I got it but I'm not it. Was my meaning behind saying that. Acknowledging that I'm strong, but I might not be strong enough.
Do you think that's a common feeling that a lot of people feel?
Yeah, for sure. And if someone says that's not something that they deal with, or a thought that they face, I feel like they're not being completely honest with themselves. Yeah,
for sure. So first line, you shouted out some of your homies. Shout out to the Fanics.
What up, Fanics? Love y'all.
I know you like to shout out a lot of your friends in your music, which I think is cool. You do it in your Mundane Mondays. You do it in your songs. So let's talk a little bit about Jarrell. What made you want to partner up with him on this song? What made you want to give him the verse? I feel like I think he was a great addition to it, but you know, a lot of the times I think, you know, artists put people on songs, and I mean, sometimes people know they're on that song because they have a good relationship or they've worked well together in the past or whatever. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about your relationship with Jarrell, aka Silence?
Jarrell's the homie. Him and I go back like probably around 6 years now, or 7 years. We met in church when I was a senior in high school. He was a freshman in college, and he was an intern at my church. So basically it was his job to like mentor people like me, and basically just like be a good influence.
So kind of like what you're doing now with the youth group.
Exactly what I'm doing now. I'm doing the same thing he did. Literally. So that's where we had met. He always knew I made music. He never always made music. Just probably about 3 years ago, he started up making music. And when he had started making music, I was just sitting back and watching for the right opportunity. So I was just waiting for the right opportunity, the right song, I guess, to reach out to him and when I made Souldier, it wasn't my original intention to have him on the song, but he is somebody whose opinion I value musically. And as soon as I finished making the beat, I laid down the chorus and I laid down my verse. I just wanted his honest opinion, like, to see if I was gonna even complete the song, I guess. He had sent it back with a verse. So after I heard it, I was like, oh, word, let's go. So I was like, the song's done. But it wasn't my original intention to even have Jarrell be a feature. Jarrell took initiative and just like
made it happen
and sent it back.
Made
and
it
I was
work,
like, word,
made it mesh. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's dope to be able to have friends like that, especially when, you know, like I said, Jarrell's trying to do his own thing, trying to, you know, build his music career up and get his name out there. So I think it's cool to be able to have friends who, you know, you can level up with like that, you know. And
also bring something to the table, because like,
exactly,
there's tons of friends or that, like, you guys might experience this, like something that a skill that you guys have that you take very seriously, that you want to turn into a profession of some sort and monetize off of. You're gonna have friends come out of the woodworks that want to work with you, that aren't necessarily as serious or take things as serious as you do, but because they're your friend, you want to just like work with them anyway. But Jarrell was one of those people that, despite the fact that he might not have been making music for as long as I have, like, he's very much a natural at it, and that's evident when I had first heard his music. And when you listen to the song Souldier, if you guys haven't heard it yet, you get the same vibes that you get from Adams on it. And I think the track, as it plays, I think it only crescendos. I don't think it goes flat or goes down as the song goes from the first verse to the second verse. I think it only gets better. And I think he added some cool perspective to the song, like him talking about him being a father in his verse, which was dope, because like in my verse I'm talking about like what's happening and going on with me in real time, and in his verse he's talking about what's happening and going on with him in real time, and it just fits. It just fits.
Yeah, that's fire, man. So when we filmed that fun little promo video we did at the track,
I hated that.
Left him sore for quite a while. What was, you know, because obviously a lot of those shots I initiated, directed, laid out for you, but like I know your original thought for wanting to do that video was, I guess, to kind of show a little bit of struggle, a little bit of, you know, to show, I guess, kind of the work, in a way, like the process in a way.
Yeah.
You know, you have said that you dedicate this song to the military. You know, obviously your grandfather is on the cover of the song, which I think is an awesome tribute. What exactly about the song made you want to make that dedication and kind of, and I guess dedicate it to the military and the people who serve and have served?
As far as like military background, my family, I'm only really knowledgeable of my grandfather. I never had as strong as a relationship with my grandfather as I had wanted, just due to some like health problems he had. Like I know you guys probably learned in history class, but when Vietnam veterans came home from the Vietnam War, they weren't treated the best. And my grandpa happened to be one of those people, and eventually became an alcoholic, dealing with trauma from the war. He also had a bomb fragment blow up in his eye and lost his eye.
Oh, wow.
In the war. So It's huge. He had a lot of huge life adjustments happening at one time. I didn't like how just like listening to my grandfather like talk about that when I was a kid, how people were treated and stuff like that. I didn't like that, and I felt like our country soldiers that served in other wars got a lot more praise than the veterans that fought in Vietnam did. So I just wanted to, in some way, shape, or form, show my grandfather that I appreciated the sacrifice he made, and the people that also served in the Vietnam War, but the people that served for our country, period. So I thought that was a cool way of putting him on the cover to celebrate that.
I mean, I respect all military, love all military. Some of my closest friends have been in the military. Well, shout out Aaron Reed.
Hi, Tim Hudak.
Very specifically, I'm actually, one of the main people I'm talking about is Aaron Reed. But, my best friend in the entire world, Hakeem, is going into the Marines in July. One of my good friends, Colin Hale in the Army right now. Ray Gettle served in the Army for 3.5 years. Like, we know all these people who are, and it's no matter the role, it's all as important. You know, whether they're serving food on a ship or on the front lines, walking through the fucking desert.
Yeah.
I'll beep that out. I'll beep that out. I was good for 19 minutes. But, yeah, cool, man. I really liked this track. I think a lot of people really like this track. We're obviously going to try and get it on some playlists, get it out there, get it out to more people. I think for everyone to know that, just because we're bringing out these 52 songs doesn't mean that, you're going to hear of Souldier in week 2 and then never hear of it again for the rest of the year. These songs are going to stay, we want to keep these songs relevant as long as we can. So, Anthony, thank you for sitting down with me for episode 2. Personally, I like this setup a little more. Yeah,
me too. I like how we're using the screen.
I like the aesthetic.
Yeah, same.
So now we're going to go and record the first podcast episode. Guys, thank you for watching Behind the Bars, episode 2. This will be out
sometime in the near future.
In the next day or two. Today is Monday. This will be out either Wednesday or Thursday. And then the podcast will be out by the weekend. Again, thank you for watching. You know where to find him. If you so care to follow me at Davidson's
Lens _
at Davidson's Lens _
He didn't know it in the first episode, and we're in the second one. He still doesn't
don't know it. Peace.